Hey guys, welcome back to the Silver Rose, and here's our Scarlet Rose Petal because I'm a dork. And as you can see, we're already starting to upgrade our gear. Oh, hey bro. So, let's dive back in. And we had just finished one quest line. I just totally forgot which one. Whoops. So yeah, this is like a daily quest thing that you get once you reach level 12, but that doesn't apply to us right now. We are gonna go kick Rattabone's butt. Actually, let's go get all those side quests first. I'm hoping to collect all the side quests, and as we go, we will be doing them. So, if I can fit through there, bump that. So this is Diego, and he'll introduce himself.
Aha! Hello there, my friend. Headmaster Ambrose has asked me to show you more of the art of dueling, no? Most excellent. This will take but a few minutes. Enter the door to the arena to begin.
So, this is going to be advanced combat, and I'm going to write that down so I can throw it in the description. So, people who are by chance looking for this quest can, I don't know, do it. It's not really that hard to
Welcome, my
find
friend, to the
do.
dueling arena. You wish to learn more of the art of dueling, no? Outstanding. Approach the puppet, and we shall begin your lesson.
So the puppet's actually something that you find in most boss
Let
battles.
us begin by explaining power points. You may call them pips for short.
I'll wait for him to stop. So most boss battles in towers and stuff, once you enter the little domain, there's some that you're able to sneak around. So if you have like a little book or something you forgot to grab while you're in there, you can do that. But there's a lot of them that if you get in a certain range, they'll just trigger the combat no matter what. So something to watch out for is knowing who does and doesn't do that.
Power points are magical energy. Gaining pips allows you to cast more powerful spells. Every round, you will receive another pip. You can see the number of pips each participant has by looking at the circle around their feet. Nearly every card has a pip cost. It is the number in the upper left-hand corner, yes? You can only cast a spell. Let us start with one spell with a pip cost of 2.
Okay, so I'm going to sort of condense what he said. Pips, again, are just your mana manifest into the battlefield. Basically, it takes a round for you to bring it forward, and doesn't cost you anything because it costs you mana until you actually use it. So you can build them all up in combat and not have wasted any of your mana. Sometimes you get lucky and you had like a little extra, so you get a power pip, which is gonna be shown here.
But you only
soon.
have one pip, so you cannot cast this turn. You can also use a 0-rank spell if you want to save up power pips.
Yes.
Good. You have passed and gained another pip. With 2 pips, you can now cast the troll spell. Let me show you.
Okay.
Click on the tough card.
So there's some spells that you're able to use that will buff
And now
other
click on the
spells.
Look what has happened.
Yeah,
the card.
yeah,
Now,
that's
since you
nice.
have 2 pips, you can cast the troll at the puppet.
So anyway, some of them buff their strength, some of them buff accuracy. Accuracy is going to be this little number right here. This one says 100. Most spells don't do that. The school that has the least accuracy is actually Storm, because they're such a big hitter. To balance them out, I guess they don't really have very good accuracy. So you have to look for a lot of accuracy oriented things if you're a Storm, especially as a beginning Storm student. And in the beginning, your spells are going to fizzle a lot if you're a Storm. A lot. It is a nightmare. Prayers, you're living on prayers. But hopefully that sort of makes sense. If not, you're probably going to just do this yourself anyway, and it'll make more sense as you do it. But typically the spells
Now you are
that
back
buff.
to 1 pip, yes?
Typically the spells that buff other spells are going to be the 3 spells that you learn later from the 3 schools that you learn later when you're higher. Don't remember if Smith actually has torch or not anymore.
Let us give you another hand.
But that was something that they did.
With only 1 pip, you...
I really liked.
I've given you a power pip. See?
Power pip counts as 2 pips. It's sort of rare to get, but higher level gear will increase your likeliness.
At the beginning of each round, you will have a chance to get a power. Power pips count double, but only for spells in your class.
So I forgot to mention this. Yeah, there are amulets in the crown shop that will let you, for different schools, use your power pips also for them. I have that on my Storm student for life so I can heal my man, especially when I'm soloing, because it's so hard to solo as Storm. You gotta really prep and build up to be able to hit everyone. But normally you can only use power pips, so I would have 3 pips here for anything life related.
Now you have 1 pip and 1 power. That means, oh, see?
Yeah.
The card for your school is now available to you.
But
Cast it at the puppet now.
So I can use that guy. But all the other ones, because they weren't life, I couldn't use, because as far as they're aware, they're like, hey, that's only 2 pips.
Outstanding! Now let us look at another type of spell card. A ward can be used to protect you against future attacks.
So a lot of times people just call this shields. I don't know if that's like proper Wizard101 terminology or anything, but that's what we kind of do.
This is a fire ward. When you cast the next, let me show you. Cast this fire ward. Very good. See how this fire ward hangs
You're
near your
able to
feet?
play
Watch how
wards
it
most
can
of the time on other people as well. So that's one of the reasons people will like balance, also because they're able to ward
the fire
everyone.
ward has activated and helps you resist most of the damage from this attack. Let's try one more hanging spell. This one is called Ice Blade.
Yeah.
Cast it on yourself and see what happens.
So some bosses are perks, and if you play this higher levels, you're not going to see this anytime soon.
Charms are the opposite of wards. Wards affect spells that other people cast on you. Charms affect spells that you cast on other people.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen this, and the spells have come out over the years. But I forgot about that. Now I sort of understand some of the newer spells.
Cast this frost beetle at the puppet. Let's see how the charm works.
There are some spells that will go in, break
your ice
charms.
beetle has triggered the ice charm. Now the ice beetle is
I just
more
knew
powerful.
they broke the blade stuff, but it never clicked in my brain that they're called charms.
Now let us cover one more type of hanging
It's been
effect.
so long.
The Aurus. Let's see how it works. Cast a fire elf at the puppet.
So this is an attack over time spell. If you're fire, you get a lot of these. And they used to just be unique to the fire school, which I really enjoyed, and I could sort of see it with the death, but I really
now watch what happens next round.
liked when it was just the fire, because it made them unique.
And again. Excellent. You have, I hope.
Alright, so that's one quest done. Oh, great, teleports us out. Get checked out of there. Try and collect all the quests. So we have advanced combat done. Hopefully, yeah, we'll get more of the quest line done here in Unicorn Way.
Can you check up on someone for me? I usually see Dorothy out shopping by now, but I fear she's too afraid to leave home. She's just down the road a bit, and she usually keeps her lights on. She doesn't like all the lost souls roaming around. Can't say that I blame her.
Sort of weird, because like I keep remembering how it used to be, and it's like sort of different now, and I'm like, and I've like recently made, excuse me, a character up to like, oh, what level was it? 20? I don't remember. I'll check when we get back to my character slots. So sort of so new that I'm like thrown off.
Oh, hello. You say that Private Conley was worried about me? He always does fret so. I'm all right, but I wish someone could do something about all those ghosts outside. Sometimes I wish Auntie Em could join me here. I'd feel better with her around.
Sorry, I was shaking my head.
Say, I was having my friends over for dinner, but they are running late. I fear for their sake with all those ghosts roaming around. Could you check up on them? My two friends live on this street, down towards the park area. Look for a house with a light on in the window. You can't miss it.
Gotta write down these stuff. These aren't hard quests to do. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I should get in the habit now of writing all this stuff down, so I remember what quests I have and haven't done, to put in the descriptions for when I get to the harder quests and stuff. Like, basically a scavenger hunt for this old prospector guy named old Zeke, I think. Oh gosh, can't speak today. Normally I'm doing okay, but he's always in different worlds having you find
You say
stuff.
that Dorothy is looking for us? We were just about to be on our way.
Oh, I told you we should have left earlier. Now we've gone and made her worry about us.
Hopefully you guys caught on what this is a joke off of, but if not, I'm very disappointed.
I'm sorry, but I cannot find my oil can. You wouldn't want me seizing up on the way there.
Oh dear, we always go through this. Can you return to Dorothy and tell her we'll be running late as usual?
As usual. But, yep. I'll forget to check, see if there's... Oh, I'll do him later. I don't think he has anything in Unicorn Way, if I remember right. I think I remember wrong. I'll just stop by there as soon as I'm out.
They are safe and sound? It's good to know that I always... What do you
Oh,
say
you guys
hello
get
to
to read
Private
that on your
Conley
own.
for me?
Sorry, sometimes it's just takes a little too long to wait and go through it all. And I forgot to set a timer, so I'll probably be cutting this video up into pieces. So if I cut myself midway off, that's because I went over too much and I'm like, oh darn. So what I just did was I set a marker. So this little guy right here takes mana, but it marks the location you were just at, and this will tell you back to wherever that spot was. And this right here takes you to the commons, which is where I'm at, and this is go home. Since I currently don't actually have a house, this will take me to the dormitory, the women's dormitory. They have it boys and girls, and can't see other players, but it's actually sort of cool. But it'll take you to the correct side.
Whoa, whoa there, chum. Stop a second and introduce yourself. Me? I'm Boris Tallstaff, ace reporter at the Ravenwood Student Gazette. I make the noise, I rattle the cages, I ask the tough questions, like, what's the deal with magic? Where did it come from? How did we learn it? We need to ask these questions, and, if there's time, answer them. But how? Books, huh?
You're
you
not
know, you
who I
might be
thought.
onto something there, but all the best history books were stolen by ghosts looking for the order of something.
You are not the one who used to give this quest. You used to be the librarian, and I liked how he did it better.
If you happen to find any of these books, bring them back my way, kid. I'll condense them into one crackerjack article on the history of magic.
This quest has multiple simultaneous objectives. You can see them all by opening your quest log and pressing the arrow keys on this quest.
My laptop's on.
Use these arrow keys to select the objective you wish to complete first, and the quest arrow will point you to it.
Oh, I shouldn't actually do that. I used to... Yeah. So when it's like that, it says the quest helper is not allowed, which is why this quest and the scavenger hunt thing is ones that a lot of people like to get help for, because it's sometimes you just miss it because you keep walking past them, or you just don't realize it's in the boss's room. You don't get the quest till later, and you just don't realize that was it. Alright, so yeah, I mentioned earlier, able to compare stats. I don't really want anything death related right now. And we'll do Golem Court another day. Let's get Unicorn Way all done first. I should really just transfer one of my mounts that I already have over here. Maybe not, maybe not. It's not. We got our own little mount. Start from scratch with this guy. I'll suck it up. If I play with friends or anything, I do have this special pumpkin mount that lets the whole squad ride it together, so I'll do that. But I don't think I probably will. Alright. Reagents. You don't want to sell reagents. I know it's tempting. I've fallen for it. You don't really want to sell them because you'll need them in large quantities further down the road.
The tome Bannister seeks. Now what's this? A wizard? Excellent. I could use a combat break. Let's play.
They have done his artwork a lot better here. I appreciate that. Oh, frick, I forgot to check my deck. Check your decks before you run into combat. Don't do what I did. I did a bad. Alright, so that's 75%. I think fire might have the same percent. No, storm's still the worst. I think life has the least. But you notice it doesn't hit as hard.
You've just reagents go in your reagent bag,
Sorry,
which you can access by
I'll show that
selecting
to
the
you
crafting
later.
tab in your spellbook, or by pressing J on your keyboard.
I'm right now hitting the boss first, because I don't know, I found depending on the combats, just which boss it is. Sometimes it's better for me to hit the boss first, sometimes it's better to hit the minion first. So it depends who you're going against. These spells typically never hit full power, but I like to always hope. Alright, so we killed Bones. Oh,
But the Dark Master's plan is already in motion. You haven't heard the last rattle in the darkness.
You know, I wonder if it really does come back at some point. I know there's like
In his
a
haste to
side
leave,
thing where you're able to
Rattlebones
fight them
dropped
again,
the
but I don't
tome
know if
he
there's
was
an actual
holding.
quest
It
line
could be
again with them.
important. Perhaps Saren will know what should be done with it.
Oh, I like that. Oh. So, school only. Anything dark colored like this, it means something's happening where you can't wear it. Normally it's like you're not high enough level, it's for a different school type. Yeah. You don't have to have membership to wear things. But I do like those shoes better. I like that health. What else do I got going on? So right over here is a quick sell. Means you can click it, go boom. Again, this is why we have the little lock thing so our stuff doesn't show up. But if you sell anything crown related, because you can pick up crown items from either the store, crown store, or from bosses. Bosses will drop crown related items. They'd be like, hey, are you sure you want to sell this? This seems sketch, boss. Which I appreciate.
As you walk back onto Unicorn Way, you can't help but notice that the dark magic that was previously choking the street seems to have abated.
So it's always looked like this in the beginning. Well, not as good as graphics, but like this. So it's like when I made a new character some months, maybe a year back. I don't remember. I do not remember. Some time back. And then got online and saw this. I was like, what the frick? This is so cool. I'm a little over the coolness now. I'm a little more like, I have likes and dislikes. I have an opinion. But overall, I think it's really cool.
Didn't you? You beat Rattlebones!
One of the things I like, it sounds like they redid a lot of the voices. I might just be remembering it wrong, but I do like that. And you know what? It's their game, their story. I have an opinion how I would do it. They had an opinion how they did it. And I still like it either way.
The darkness plaguing Unicorn Way is lifting! Look! With Rattlebones defeated, the gods should be able to drive away. Ooh, that tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the Commons. Harold Argleston will know what to do with it.
Do I want to hit harder? Okay, the hand means you smack. That is the smacking hand. That is the hand of smacks. It's always good to hit harder. Well, depending on what you're going for, you might want more life, you might want to hit harder. It just sort of depends on the stats. We're low enough level that neither one really matters, but I prefer hitting. Probably because I normally play a Storm student. That or I'm going to find out in the comments one of these days. You've been playing Storm wrong. You should be getting all the other stuff.
There. I don't think I've seen you in the library before. I'm Harold Argleston, Master
Dude, I was here 2 seconds ago.
You say you recover this tome from an underworld tyrant who is going to give it to his dark master, Malistaire?
This guy's so chill about this.
I do believe this is a matter for Headmaster Ambrose. You should take the tome to him at once. But before you go, allow me to reward.
Treasure cards are press P to open during.
Okay, so what she was saying is right here, when you hit P, it opens up your spell deck. You also just hit any button, pretty much. Any of these buttons, escape. I don't know how it opens up H. Map, exam, quest is Q, spell deck is P. They didn't really have a lot of pet stuff in the beginning. And you used to actually sell pets at the bazaar. Me and my brothers, we hope that one day that becomes a thing again. because that was always really fun. It'd be a really cool way to get rid of some of the extra pets and stuff that you get. Because some people just like to collect them, some people just want to go through for stats. Understandable. I would just make it so there'd be baby again if people were worried about that. But anyway. So that's why pets is I and not P, because they came later. Pets did not used to be at where they are now, so yeah, this came like way later. And then B is backpack and C is character. Yeah, because I couldn't make spell decks S or D. Yeah, those are the moving keys. But right here, treasure cards, and boom, I add that to my deck. So if I well, I'll show you how to do it later. I'll say it now and then show it now later. Move my hand. While I'm over here. Alright, so we'll go to Master Ambrose, because I don't know if we have a marked quest over there, but maybe. Anyway. So, treasure cards, while you have your deck when you're in battle, you take a card and you left click on it with your mouse, and you'll discard it. And then you hit draw, and you'll draw one of your treasure cards, and you don't know which one it's going to be. We'll draw one.
Good.
I only have the one right now,
I'm anxious to hear your update on Unicorn Way. Evil darkness summoned from the underworld? Oh my.
They said it was an ancient evil too. You sent a child at it. You sent a child at Malister's minions. Minions who I knew with a fact should not have had as low health as they did.
Rattlebones, you say? But he was banished centuries ago. How could... Oh, Malister. Of course. But why? Rattlebones was searching the Unicorn Way archive for this tome? Let me see what it is.
He looks so majestic and mysterious in the back right there in that photo. Oh, it's animated too. Can I get one of those?
On the trail of the Order of the Fang.
Order of the Fang.
I will certainly look into this.
You know what? How come you don't know everything? You were basically there at the beginning of the spiral.
While I do that, you need to attend to the matter of your long-delayed enrollment.
I have many questions for this
man. If you are to truly master your magical talents, I'll send you now to Mr. From time to...
Yeah, so sometimes things up here will pop up. It'll be quest related, or you need to get spell.
To replenish your health and oh, and most importantly, make sure they are completely full, with a top on them, or you cannot use them when you need them.
Yes. Anyway. So, this is a potion when you're just got out of battle, you're about to go into another one, you just click it. I'm not clicking it right now. You'll refill. And you go over here to the fairgrounds. And you go to this lady, pair in gold if you're short in time, which happens sometimes if you're in a dungeon you died. Or you click X and you play any of these mini games, do well, and it'll fill up your potion. For easy mini games, I tend to do potion motion. It's an easy one. Once you hit level 3, most time it will fill up your glass, so it's fine.
Oh, hello! You must be the famous young wizard tell me.
Skipping through it. Okay, you hit Z. You hit Z, take picture. We're getting all the quests.
I need help. I really need those back. I've got a few more preparations to make, so if I have to if I'm late, I'll get a bad grade and...
You can pause it and read it.
I'll need the enchanted wood from one of the wooden constructs in the Golem Tower.
She actually frustrates me. Because she's just telling me what she wants up top and send me up. Because I have to keep going in and out of that dungeon.
Wow, you're a natural photomancer. I can't wait to share more tips of the trade with you. I'll be sure to call you as soon as my studio opens. Until then, the only advice... Hey there, friend! You'll know yourself. That's all there is.
Okay, so this actually works out great. So it wants me